See what we're talking about at WLSAM.com and stay informed with constantly updated news and the latest photos. There's always something interesting at WLSAM.com. Awake with Jake. Jake Hartford on 890 AM WLS.
Police stop my car. Police stop my car. The police made me stop. Walk a straight line and blow a balloon up. Police stop my car. Police stop my car. The police made me stop. Walk a straight line and blow a balloon up. They wanna wish me a sober Christmas. That's why they always put me over Christmas. They say they're just making sure that there's no open bottles.
6:38.
They wanna wish
We're in the home stretch of Awake with Jake, 591-8900. I think we have to switch gears, and I have to give you an uplifting story again. We've been too negative in the first hour. This story comes to us out of South Carolina. Now, about 10 years ago, 10 years ago, I remember there were stories similar to this that people were doing with fast food places. Somebody would call a fast food place and say they were the police and that they suspected one of the employees of theft, and they would ask the person who answered the phone, whether it's a manager, assistant manager, or whatever, to go to this other employee and ask them to take their clothes off and search them. And this was going on around the country. And even though it got publicity, people were still falling for it, okay? Well, things have advanced over the years. This story is out of South Carolina. Police were called to a Motel 6 when the manager said a man was creating a disturbance. Now, what happened was the deputies got there. They talked to 73-year-old Joseph Jones, and he told them someone had called his room around 11 p.m., said they were the manager at the motel. And then he said the male caller told him that the previous guest had installed highly sophisticated cameras in his room. And the caller then told Jones not to bother looking for them, but instead the caller would instruct him how to get rid of the cameras. Jones said the caller asked him first if the TV was on, and if it was on, to turn it off and unplug it. Jones said he did as he was told. Next, he was told to remove the back toilet cover and to smash the TV with it. He did, and the cover shattered without breaking the TV screen, so he was instructed to throw the TV outside, and Jones did as he was instructed. At some point, according to the report, Jones gave the caller his cell number so he did not have to keep running back to the room phone. The instructions continued. The male caller told him cameras were also behind the mirrors in the room and that he needed to smash the mirrors. Jones grabbed a wrench that he had found in the room and smashed the mirrors. Then the caller told him that there was a midget who was 4 feet 3 inches tall. He was barricaded in the room next to him and that he needed to help police get to him. With that, the report said Jones took his wrench and began to break away the wallboard behind the room door. He broke through to the next room, but then stopped due to complaints from other guests about the loud noises. All right. What I forgot to do when I started reading the story was, you should not be laughing. I just broke my own rule. Anyway, when Jones was telling deputies his story, he got another call on his cell phone from the male suspect, and that's when Jones gave the phone to a deputy who took the call. And according to the report, there was a man on the other line stating that he survived gunshots and was coming back to the Motel 6. The man was asking if all the cameras were destroyed. And when the man realized he was talking to someone other than the guest, he hung up. He said, I had the wrong number. So anyway, deputies explained to the motel worker what happened. And apparently she had received information from their corporate office saying that similar situations are happening in other hotels around the country. And the deputy said while he was taking the report in the lobby, several other guests called the front desk to report that they had gotten a phone call similar to the one that went to room 107. No charges were filed against the 73-year-old Jones, but the manager did ask him to leave. Now, why? What did he do? In a statement released the other day, Motel 6 parent company Vice President of Safety and Security said this is an unfortunate situation that has been occurring in various forms for years throughout the hotel industry and around the country. We are grateful that although the room and its contents suffered damage, none of our guests or team members was injured as a result of this incident. Would you do that? If somebody called you up on the phone and said they're the hotel manager, and they ask you to unplug the TV set and go get the back of the toilet and break the set, would you do that? I am shocked to find out that this is going on around the country. There I go again. I'm laughing again. I'm sorry. This is not funny. This is serious. This is supposed to be an uplifting story. I don't see the uplifting part of it. Would you fall for that? I don't know if the lights were left on or not. But somehow I've heard of other stories similar to this where there's some sort of a device where if they call into a room, they can also call the switchboard, so the switchboard thinks they're getting a call from the room. Yeah, this was not as bad. The other one I heard was kind of worse than this. But imagine you're in your room. It's 11 o'clock at night, and the phone call comes. Hi, this is the manager. We need you to start breaking up your TV, your toilet, and the wall. Now, when they say we need you to break the wall because there's a midget stuck next door, at that point, do you go, you know what? I don't know. Or do you say to the person on the phone, to the so-called hotel manager, you know you're being politically incorrect. You should, instead of saying midget, you should say little person. See, that to me, that's the giveaway. When the person on the phone says midget, we need you to break the wall to get the midget out, that's the giveaway that they're not real. I don't know. Is that uplifting enough for you? It's really kind of. And imagine this. In my day, you would send somebody a pizza. See, the kids nowadays are very inventive. They just can't send somebody a pizza. They got to come up with a story about a midget trap next door. Gosh. That's not funny. It's very bad. You should not try that at home. Because you know what's going to happen? They're eventually going to catch somebody, and they're going to blame them from everyone in the country. Someone's going to hang for all of these. You know that. But I just can't. I don't know. I just cannot see myself being in a hotel room, the phone ringing, and somebody says, "Take the back of the toilet and break the TV set." Just cannot see that. Anyway, 591-8900 is the phone number. Also want to remind you, if you wish to text, you can, us here at WLS. It's 68683, and just put WLSAM in the message thing, and we'll get your message. Or if you wish to join the Facebook crowd, you can. Just go to Facebook and look up Jake Hartford and ask to be a friend. And sometimes we let you in, sometimes we don't. That's the way we are. And also don't forget, coming up today at noontime, it will be Bruce Wolf and Dan Proff, noon until 2, with Eddie and Jobo right after them. And around 5:30, I believe, it's Chet Kopic with the Notre Dame pregame show. Tom in South Holland. Good morning, Tom. You're in WLS.
Morning, Jake. How you doing this morning, Jake?
I'm fine. Yourself? We're being uplifting today.
Okay. Well, I think I'm going to end this story about this hotel destruction with my comment, which I've been uttering for a few months now, but I finally get to air it over the air. Now, when you find a situation like this, where the human being involved shows a severe lack of gray matter and an incomprehensible reason why he did what he did, and also poor judgment in his decision-making, his voter's registration card should be pulled right away.
Now, you see, if this guy had a lot of money, had a TV show on Monday night, and was with a hooker, they'd let him go because he'd be a star. He'd be Charlie Sheen.
He'd be a politician.
So you have no compassion for the 73-year-old man.
Well, Yeah, I do. Take away his voter's registration card so he doesn't screw up anything else, i.e. the country, you see? You see what I'm saying? A hotel room is one thing, but his poor decision-making, come on. And these people can vote?
Yeah, I know.
That's my problem.
Well, the other part is he got in his car and drove.
Oh, my God. Well, see, there you go.
Think about that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, who couldn't see the fallacy behind as you're even listening to the guy say smash your toilet? Who isn't sitting on the other end of the line with giving him the bird, you know what I mean?
I wonder why did it take all those other people in that motel that long to call the front desk and say, hey, there's someone calling around saying smash the toilet and the TV?
Again, there you go.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay.
591-8900. We'll be back right after this at 6:48 on WLS.
Awake with Jake. Jake Hartford, 890 AM, WLS.